And I'll start by saying, hello, everybody. Welcome to Shrouds of Antonine. I am your Dungeon Master, Mondo, and we are playing the D&Ds. Playing D&D with us tonight, Crad,
Hi there.
Cat,
It's me.
Gilmore,
D&D.
Cleve,
What's happening, cats and kittens?
and Edie.
Hello.
Hey, where's your
Vinyl is
husband?
not currently with us, so hopefully Vinyl will catch up. We'll see. All it means is there won't be any sort of new weird goat cults started in the Shadowfell this evening.
I already have plenty of those.
Yeah, probably, right? What else happens in the Shadowfell? It's all goat
Those poor
cults
goats.
and strange holes in the earth. Oh man, so yeah, who wants to help me bring us up to speed? You guys are now in the Shadowfell. That's not great.
Yeah, we fought this bone skeleton three-headed thing that, when he died, burst out the bone hole.
Yeah.
And then brought us over to the Shadowfell with that.
Yep.
So we're in the same dungeon-ish-y place, but with all other Shadowfell-y things.
Yeah.
And Osborne went off on his own and scared everybody and made us come chasing after him.
I mean, I didn't make you do anything. You guys just did it.
Yep.
You should.
And so we started going through the Shadowfell version of the vault
Yeah.
and clearing a lot of skeletons.
Yeah, a lot of skeletons. There were some Minotaur skeletons and regular plain old skeletons. And, yeah. And that's where you guys are. And of course, as Kat pointed out before we started, Sarowin's got to be in Sarah in 3 days.
Although I haven't said that to anybody yet.
No, but I'm just saying it because I felt so bad when you said it. I'm like, oh no. Yeah, so you guys are in the you guys are still in these vaults. Oh man, so what are you gonna do?
Well, we figured at this point, right, that we're not going to get anything more about just trying to clear out all the monsters down here.
Well, we
Be a
don't know
waste
that
of-
for sure. We don't really know what else is down here.
You can keep exploring then.
I mean, I think we should.
Oh, yeah.
We might find a better bone hole.
Twice the girth, twice the depth.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Has
Much narrower.
has the library gotten back to me through the?
No, the library has not gotten back to you through the iPad. Checking the iPad, there is nothing there.
Okay. Okay. I kind of just bounce nervously on my feet and we'll go wherever everybody.
So we went into this room, and there were just a bunch of Skelebros, and
Yep.
we heard banging from the other two rooms also, right?
Mm-hmm.
And figured that that's where probably more skeletons are at, but we were considering just opening those to make sure. What would you all want to do?
Yeah, might as well open them up. Just to be ready to shoot and fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which
I'll,
one are we going?
I was going to say I will graciously bow out of the way and let Lee open the one that I'm standing by.
Yeah, get my bow out.
Well, if you're gonna do that, why doesn't
I
everyone?
was like, oh no, don't do that.
No, it's all good. But if you're going to, I mean, let's just save the time and everybody can just roll their initiative now.
Oh man.
Oh, if it works.
Uh-oh. Is my character's not loading. Sarwin, you there? Oh, there we go.
It's terrible initiative.
Oh, I think our initiative from before us is up.
It should not be, but
Because I did not see my initiative roll come up, but I have a 24 in there, which I think is what I thought.
Mine is also being laggy.
okay. These are reasons why, like, I'm seriously looking at the Foundry. Things like this. There's a lot of like weird Roll20 issues that are making me crazy lately. I mean, I understand that, like, there's a lot more going on lately. A lot more people are on there playing, but that's no reason to.
It took a while for mine to go out, so it should be a 20 instead of 5.
Yeah, we're gonna fix everything here in just a second. I gotta.
Yeah, last night Roll20 was pretty slow too.
I mean, I don't know how Roll20 was working last night. It's fine from my end, but I didn't do much with it besides log in.
Okay, let me come back in. If you guys are having trouble, you might need to refresh. You might not. I don't know. If everything looks like it's working okay for you now, that's dope. Wait for my thing to load back up here. Okay. It's still loading. Most fun D&D ever, guys.
Yeah.
Easy.
Goodness.
It won't stop scrolling. I scrolled too much while it was loading and it just wouldn't stop scrolling. That's always fun. Okay. So, Osmorn's is right, Lee's is right, Sarowin's is right, yes, 13.1.
That's me.
Dax, you got a 20? Yeah?
Yeah.
And Win, you said you actually have a 20?
Yeah.
Okay. Dax, if you would like to take control of Maxim, or he can just hang out in the background.
Yeah, I got control of him.
Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, he's got a... Oh, wow. Wow, that's terrible. And it's not your fault, but, Alright, let's see if my skeleton's initiative's going to work. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, we're good. Alright, Lee, you're going to try and open that door, huh?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okie dokie.
Still Lee is like the champion of opening doors. All right, so you open the door, and homeboy here is going to try and take a slice at you.
Oh, that's not nice.
Yeah. He got really good. He did well.
I guess it's all way too late to say we were going to ready an action.
Well, they were readying their actions too. You guys are all pretty much
they
on the
know
same
we're here.
page. Yeah. I mean, they've been banging on this door. Like, fight
We haven't
us.
been any more quiet than they have.
But that will miss. Dax.
Do you want me or Win to go first? Because I don't think his has, like, Dex factored in.
Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, so probably Win. His dex is higher than yours, right? Yeah, so Win.
Yeah, 60. Alright.
And a jaunty little bard tune.
Yep.
Which one you shooting, Win?
Just the one directly in front of the...
Okay, that'll hit. For 7 points of piercing damage. Dax.
We're going to move up next to Lady Lee.
Yeah.
That's a lot of those. And we're going to bonk this one.
Mm-hmm.
Bonkety bonk.
Yeah, that hits.
Second time.
Hang on. He completely pulverized.
Cool. Go at this guy.
Okay.
I feel low.
That hits. He done.
That's my turn.
Okay.
So we moved up 10.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll take an attack of opportunity and move back.
Sure. They're coming. There we go. Miss.
That's it for me.
Miss. Probably. Oh, no, that hits. That one hits.
Which one is attacking me with that? Because I see this guy right here would be in range, right?
These two. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I put you where that dead skeleton was. My bad. No, yeah, you're good. I don't know why I thought you moved up into a dead skeleton spot. Yeah, that misses. Never mind. Ignore me. Ignore me! Osborne.
Can I move into the dead skeleton spot?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. I'll move into the dead skeleton
Sure.
spot. And,
All the cool kids think it's the place to be.
yeah. So I'm going to attack the one next to, Lee, which, Win already hit, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You get a kill steal?
Yeah, I think I am.
You guys are like 10th level. You're all adults. You're going to kill steal. No, that's fine.
Let's see. Here we go.
Yeah, that'll hit. That guy is no longer with us.
All right. And then I will take a poke at this fellow down here.
Sure. He probably deserves it.
You know what? He probably does.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
He was a dick when he was alive.
He
and Now
was.
he's just dead. So
He mispronounced bagels.
Did he call him Baggles?
Yes.
bagels. Even worse.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Dope.
Yeah,
And
he's like mad about it.
Oh, he's just mad?
Yeah.
Well, let's see what happens when I poke him a second time with my 2 attacks per attack action.
Poke him in the bone hole.
Yeah, that hits.
Is he still just mad?
No, now he's dead.
Okay. And then I will shift over this way, and then I'll be done.
Okay. Lee!
Yay! I can move here, right?
Yeah. Just be kicking
there's
like
that
bones
guy
out of
there.
the way and stuff. Yeah, there's that. That's that guy that stabbed you.
There's another guy right there. I didn't see him from my thing. So I'm gonna hit the one that's to my right.
Okay. That will miss.
Yeah.
It will also miss.
Sad panther. Okay.
He's just dancing out of the way of your attacks. This one here...
Sorry, opening all these doors is taking it out of me.
This one here is going to try and stab Osborne. He doesn't. Does he?
No.
No, he doesn't. Okay. Sarowyn!
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to move here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Sacred Flame that.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to do.
Okay,
'cause
yeah.
I don't want to use all of my spells on these skeletons.
He's dancing around like a Betty Boop skeleton in a Cab Calloway video.
I don't know what that means. But thank you.
Dude, no one here is old enough to get that reference, not even you.
I do.
Thank you, Edie. Okay. This one here is gonna... He's gonna attack Osborne. Osborne's moving around a lot. It's distracting. He misses. Maxim!
Maxim's gonna be like, "Oh, I wish they were big ones," and is gonna run up here. He's gonna see these two down here.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna hit the one directly below him.
Sure. Yeah, that hits.
And then he'll hit this one over here.
Okay. That hits.
Oh, that's not even his sword. Let me just roll the damage for it. There.
Okay. Yeah, this one's just like, oh man, I took some damage. Oh no.
Okay,
Only he doesn't sound like that because he can't talk.
that's his turn.
All right. All right, this skeleton's going to try and stab Lee. Is that a stab? Nope, he
No.
misses. Yeah, you're able to knock it aside. It bounces harmlessly off your armor. Win.
Yeah, I'll shoot the one over there.
Sure.
Actually, you know what? I take it back.
Okay.
I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna stab it.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, that hits for 11 points of piercing damage. Now it's mad.
Is it my turn?
Yes, Dax.
Cool. I'll move. Squish past these two.
Mhm.
Go for this.
Yup, that hits.
And we'll move over here and deal with the other. If the damage will load.
There we go. Yeah, I mean, I killed him already, because we all knew that was going to happen.
Bonk.
Or we guessed, anyway. I guessed. And then you're bonking this other one, right? We're just waiting on the bonk.
That's what the 14. Do you see that second 14 bludgeoning down there?
Oh! Oh,
I guess
okay.
it loaded in weird.
Yeah, it kind of did. Yeah, I missed something. Yep. All right. There we go. Yeah, that does it. Yep, he's done. Yeah, that's all of them.
Cool.
You guys did so good.
Quick search of the room. See if it's any different.
It appears to be more of the same.
Alright, onward then. There's another door.
To the one to our west. Down over this way.
Well, there was one way down, like, south where the Minotaur skeleton came out of as well.
I'm just gonna double check and make sure that there's nothing unique about this area, this room, these
Sure.
skeletons, these graves,
Yeah.
anything marquee,
Sure.
historic-y,
Mm-hmm.
important-y looking.
Give me an investigation check.
Kevin!
That was fun. There's nothing. It's just once again, all of these like sarcophaguses are they're just plain stone. There's nobody in them anymore. Well, maybe a couple people, but
Okay. Okay.
There are two doors down to the west. That one.
Okay. Well, let's go that way then.
you guys are just like adding up skeletons, like you
Yep.
would be like,
Making it safe for people to
wading
come and
through
visit their loved
bones.
okay.
Just waiting on the doorman now. Right.
Oh,
No tip for Edie tonight.
so my mouse is being a pain.
Oh, hey, Mondo. I want
Yeah.
ready in action.
Is there noise on the other side of this one as well?
Yeah, they're banging on the other side there too. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You're gonna have to step up to the door in order to open it.
He wants to get his attacks off on you.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, like, no, they don't get to go. They don't get to go first. I think. Well, one of them does, but I don't know if any of them are going to attack before she does. But yeah, oh man, yeah, there they are, Dax.
All right, we're going to run in.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to bog these two below us, with the one directly below us.
Okay.
That hits.
So that's the one directly below you. That definitely hits.
Cool. And then the one to our bottom right.
Okay. That hits. Another one bites the
Cool.
dust.
We will move in right here.
Okay.
That's our.
All right, win.
Yeah, that one right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say you've really let your bones go,
Okay.
and this is great. That's to do something.
It takes 5 points of psychic damage and takes a look down at its own bones. It looks sad, despite having, like, no flesh to make good facial features with. Like, if a skull could look sad, it does.
Good.
Osmorn.
Oh man, okay. So I'm gonna step there, and then I will use a bonus action to just have a little stick at the guy in front of Lee.
Okay. The sad-looking one.
Yep, the sad one.
Yeah. He's the Emmett Kelly or was the Emmett Kelly of skeletons. That's not what I meant to do. He done.
All right, so I will step here and then take a little stick at that one,
Okay.
the one below Dax.
Sure. That hits for 7 piercing.
And then it will step right in here and take a stick at this one right here above me.
Okay. That hits
Awesome.
for 6.
Oh, do I get sneak attack because is Lee also threatening him?
Yeah, sure. Yep.
All right.
That would have
Which
been
one
on,
by like?
that would have been on the one that Dax was near too. Yeah.
Well, I can't have it on both, so
Yeah,
just
so
take it
you
on
pick
this
one. Yeah.
All right. It says rolling the dice.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that'll put an end to that guy. He's done. He's like, I'm done.
I was just kind of going by the I don't know. I had a brain fart and was going by 2E rules where you don't get sneak attack on undead because they're immune.
Oh. Lee!
That's stupid.
Oh, I don't even have to move.
Not you. That's a stupid rule. I'm really glad it doesn't exist anymore.
Well, it's not like you know, if you stab them in the heart, they don't die because they're already dead.
I
So
don't think it's a stupid rule, and I'm glad it doesn't exist.
Will that hit the one that's right in front of Osborne?
Yes.
What? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that's gonna take him out.
Cool. And then I'm going to go here, I guess. And I'll hit the one that's below.
Okay. That will miss.
Okie dokie.
Goes like in between the ribs, and there's just nothing there. So if he had lungs, he would breathe a sigh of relief, as like you didn't hurt him, and then he would try to stab you. He doesn't. This one's gonna come up and try to stab Osmorn. There it goes. That first one, it misses. I think the second one would have missed too, but that's okay.
second one also misses. Yeah,
Yeah.
they all miss.
Sarowin.
Unless he's got advantage.
I use Sacred Flame on that guy.
Okay.
I hit it.
Yeah, he's done.
I hit it so good.
Yeah, you did.
That's it.
It's that slow burn. Maxim.
Maxim will run up here and try and stab this.
Okay. That hits.
Press the damage. There we go.
He did. So this room has also been cleared.
Sixth verse. first, same as the first. Another door.
I'm going to I'm gonna cast Sending on Boyd,
Okay. Yep. You're gonna.
and I'm gonna repeat the things that I said before a little bit more calmly if I can, and I'm going to say, we're in the Shadowfell. We can't get out. Help.
Okay.
And see if it goes through.
It does not appear to go through.
Oh god. Okay.
Or at least, like, if it went through, like, he is not responding. Lee, that does not open the door. Your arms are getting real tired.
I'm sorry. I'll back away from the door.
Does it open? I'm
No.
just gonna try and open. Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, you mean like,
I know
oh.
what to do.
Yeah, I just tried to open the door.
Yeah, no, it doesn't open.
Okay, back up.
I'll take care of this.
Wow. How do I try to figure this out now?
You're welcome, Mondo.
Yeah, no, that's all good. All right, so this is a really strong stone door. So we're gonna say it's got a Constitution of 22.
You know what?
Yeah.
I never get a chance to use these.
Okay, cool. So it's going to have a +6 on its con save.
Ooh.
Oh, that's the wrong die. The hell was that?
No, man. It's like golf rules.
Quiet you.
Gotta
Yeah.
play what falls, man.
The door cracks and there's a lot of like dust falling around, but you know, it's got some like really good cracks in it, but it is still standing. However, I am going to because I thought that was a good idea, I'll do some other stuff too behind the scenes.
I mean, I'll just wait until I hear them banging at the door again, and then do it again.
Okay, yeah, they have stopped banging at the door. So, I mean, I guess... Are we just like...
They don't come back?
Well, I'm saying, I mean, that would technically be your turn.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out, like, are we just like, are we just going to skip everybody until we get back to you, or what?
So everyone's hugging Two on like a safety blanket and trying not to cry.
I guess we're not really in initiative yet. Yeah, no, all right, yeah, Wayne, go ahead and do it again. Yeah. Yeah, we're not really in... The fight hasn't really started. Go for it. Okay. We'll say that Constitution's been knocked down to 18. Yeah, the door completely shatters. Pieces of door flying everywhere. Okay. And this skeleton, who seems to be like none of their fucking shit saved, motherfuckers. He's gonna like with his bones like all cracked and stuff. He just like kind of like lurches forward, and he's gonna try and stab Wynn. It doesn't happen. Dax.
Nope. All right.
Also, we can't see past the door.
Oh, it's because I haven't opened it yet. I'm sorry.
So I can go up to these guys just fine, right? And
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that.
They all look pretty damaged. Well, the ones
This is
like
on the one, right?
the one, yep, the ones like closest to the door anyway, or the four like in front. Yeah, that hits him.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Then this one is at this guy.
Mm-hmm. He did.
Cool. Then we'll move in. And that'll...
Okay. All right, Wynn. It's now officially your turn.
Yeah, stab the guy in front of me.
Yeah, that hits him. He did. He falls in a pile of like broken ass bones. He took a couple of good hits from that door.
Is the turn-in thing not working again?
Yeah, it broke again.
Okay, that's my
I'm
turn.
just trying to. I'm not trying to move Dax and wondering why he just. They're not dying. All the scripts are now okay. We just do that. We move Dax out of the way really quick. We do that. We put Dax back. Okay. All right, this skeleton here, he's going to run forward and try to stab Dax. He doesn't. Osmorn.
All right, I'll step right in here.
Mhm.
I will take a poke at the guy in front of Wynn.
Sure.
Let's see here. Has he been injured at all?
Nope.
All right. Well, we'll just try and fix that.
He's like super healthy. For
All right.
for something that died like forever ago. He was super healthy for something that died like forever ago. He did.
Yeah, the first one, I got impatient, clicked it a second time. Sorry about that. And then, can I reach this guy here?
Yeah.
Around the corner?
Mhm.
All right, so I'll take a stab at him, too. I don't know if a 12 will actually hit, though.
No.
Really?
Yep.
I will look shocked and appalled and take my bonus attack on him.
That'll hit him.
All right. And then step back out of the way and let other people deal with this bullshit.
Okay.
I don't see where the end of turn button
It
went.
isn't there anymore. Lee.
Okay. Which one is Dax attacking right now? Hello?
I don't know. I think Dax was attacking the one directly in front of him, but...
Yeah.
Yep, yeah.
Okay. I'll get the one that's on his right.
Okay.
Then.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, he did.
Okay. I don't think I can reach any more of them. I don't have any more movement.
You weren't at the door with us?
No.
She backed away after she couldn't open it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's all I can do. I'm sorry, guys.
Mm-hmm. So this skeleton in front of Dax tries to stab him. It doesn't. Sarowin. Boyden still has not called back.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I managed to ignore that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna...
He's in the bathroom.
And I'm gonna Sacred Flame.
Okay. Yeah, he goes up and then goes down.
He does?
Yep.
Has the damage come through yet?
Nope.
Oh, there it is.
But I knew he was going down.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Okay. This one here is going to move up, and he is going to, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Alright. He is going to try and stab Lee. He doesn't. Maxim.
He'll move around. His buddy's over here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So that's 20 feet. He's going to...
That'll hit. That one's done.
Then I'll move over and stab this one.
Okay. That'll hit. That'll do it.
Cool.
Another one has bit the dust. They are all dead. Again.
Another quick search just to make sure. Do I notice how shooken up Sarwin is at all?
Oh, this is a weird error.
I don't know, do you?
You can roll an insight check.
I'm pretty shaken. Everybody probably notices.
Okay.
It couldn't reach the quantum dice roller. That's what broke the script before. I'm guessing that's probably something connected to the outage warning people are seeing. But okay.
Seeing Sarah kind of shooken up, we will give her a little hug.
Let's just keep looking.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this just an end, or is there...
No, that's a door. Yeah, I gotta...
else?
It's a door.
Is it
That door will just open. Yeah, that door just opens.
I open it.
Yeah, I just gotta...
walk through it.
Yeah, I can't let you do that yet.
Uh-oh.
No, not for any sort of, like, weird bad reasons. Just, like, I've been waiting for my screen to refresh. Yeah. That's all. I was
Open
literally,
the corridor.
I can't let you open
Door
that
how?
door because you're gonna die.
literally just unable to open the door. Is all that
It's another
was.
secret portal. This time to the Nine Hells.
Oh, God.
Don't joke.
Hey, is this a door up here too?
Yep. It is a door up
Does
there,
it-
yes.
Does it just open if I push on it?
Yeah, you try to open that door, and it indeed opens.
Hey, is that another door?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna listen at that door and see if I hear anything on the other side of it.
Sure, give me a perception check. You hear the ocean.
Wow.
You notice there's a
I'll
seashell
open-
shape on the door, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
there's
and
nothing
open
behind the door, yeah. Nothing bad, anyway. Some stairs going
Oh,
up.
do we want to let Sarahwin look over this room and see if she finds anything out of the ordinary? I will also look over this room for valuables.
Sure, give me an investigation roll. Sarowin, you don't notice anything different than from any of these other rooms. These are just a lot of people have been laid to quote fingers rest here. Yeah, nothing at all different. Osborne, you notice that like many of the skeletons in the coffins, they have not gotten up, but they have short swords that don't look all that valuable. They look rusty and crappy. I mean, Sarwin, you noticed that too, but I don't think that's what you were necessarily looking for.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I start looking at their teeth.
Yeah.
Well, they don't need them anymore.
You don't find
Well,
any
they're
sort of
just
like
getting
gold
more
teeth
heads.
or anything. Yeah, you don't find any. There are no valuables in here, Osborne.
Okay.
I thought we weren't taking any more heads.
Who said anything about head? Heads are too tough to carry around. I mean, you could fit hundreds of teeth in a sack.
Personally, I find the teeth thing more creepy than the head thing.
What use would you have for teeth?
I
Exactly.
mean, if they
What
were
spell
gold,
components require teeth?
if they were gold teeth,
You would melt. Oh, well. Here, Lee. I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna enhance your strength.
Oh,
does this door also easily open, Mondo?
Nope.
Oh,
sorry, I'm reading the spell.
You just have advantage on your strength check.
Oh, cool beans. Thank
Strong like bull.
you. So I'm in the door.
Yeah, the door opens with a crash and a shudder.
Osborne will leap in with his rapier drawn.
Okay.
And then look around sort of like, sheepishly.
This is where we started.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a couple other doors, and there was like south back around the way.
I just start walking back the other way.
Okay.
I'm chewing on some of Tia1's feather.
Yeah, there's that door down there.
Have we been through that door down here?
Not in this world. Oh, I guess maybe you have. I don't know. Either that or I just never closed it. That's always possible, too. I probably just never closed it.
Hey, I gotta step away for like 2 seconds. If somebody could be awesome and drag me along
Sure.
if you move,
Yeah.
that would be dope.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Yeah, so Lee, you try to shove the door open, and despite having strength like Bull, it does not open. You're not looking down a hallway right now. Where is that door? There it is. That pesky door. You failed so hard you closed the door.
What about the door to the south?
Oh, I thought that's what I was.
Oh, I thought you were doing the door that you were standing next to.
Oh, I was in front of a door and then I moved away because I knew that roll wasn't gonna cut it.
Oh, okay. Alright, so then you don't open the door to the south, then. So there's still that door to your right. Or, like, someone else could try to open the door to the south.
If I stick my ear to the door to the south,
Mm-hmm.
what do I hear?
Give me a perception check.
I clicked it.
Yeah, you don't
work
hear
very
anything.
well.
No, nothing.
I just sort of lean against the door for a bit.
Okay.
Nope, nothing in there. Has anybody had any good ideas?
I think we just want to map this place out, and then if we need to, go talk to the people outside. Wynn's gonna try to lift it. Nope.
Why is it so loud? Okay. Yeah, that does not happen.
Are you okay, Sarah?
I can try. I don't know. I haven't tried to push on any of the. Okay, I'm gonna try pushing on this door.
Okay. Yeah, if that happens, you push on it.
It's closed. I think it's welded shut. I could. What could I do? I can flame strike it. I could stone shape it. I can.
Oh, what is it made out of?
Stone.
Is it stone?
Yeah.
I could stone shape it. I mean, that's a 4th level spell, and I only have one of those left.
Oh,
but I could.
no.
I could. If we found a bug, I could try and talk to it and see what's on the other side. Maybe. Could I make an unseen servant that could go under it and unlock it?
I don't know. Could you?
I don't know.
Where,
Probably
like,
not.
How have these been locked? Are they locked from the other side?
They're
Or...
just heavy. They're just heavy and like
Oh.
Okay.
yeah. So this is like Lee's not breaking locks or anything. She's just like brute force like shoving these big, heavy stone doors open.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, okay. What about if we all did it all at the same time?
You
The
mean
good
use
old
the help
heave
action?
ho.
That wouldn't even be like a help action. I mean, that would be like if it's like all of you just give it at the heave ho. I'm just gonna go ahead and say you open it. Like, yeah.
Everybody give it
Teamwork.
the heave ho. On 3. It's empty.
Yeah, just some more bone boxes.
Okay. Well, let's
You
heave
go
ho.
on the east one.
You guys manhandle that door open as well.
Nice.
Oh no, more.
There's no banging if that's like any consolation.
Okay. Southern one.
Okay.
Okay. You guys manhandle that door open.
Did you get rid of all the extra skeletons?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Let's open this door.
He's like, they really are going to open every single one.
We don't know what's happening. We open this door.
The powers that be were just like, just stay in your boxes. There's...
Open this door. Oh my god.
We can't let him kill everyone.
You don't want us grinding for XP in this crypt?
If we come back here in 8 hours, and these will all be here again. We can
Reset.
keep going.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all respawn.
Open.
Somebody grab Osborne.
I got him. Oh, hey, Capital.
Okay. Open. Okay. Well, and great. Excellent.
This is definitely the Shadowfell version of where we left Kevin off. This room
Yes,
here.
it is.
Yeah, like I said last week, I just had a couple things ready in case you guys went down here. I really... As I was like making the map, I was even like, are they actually going to go down here? Or are they going to be like, nah, I ain't going down there? So I'm glad I had it ready, but... Capital.
Are you?
So-
Are you really glad?
Yeah, I'm
So
still glad I
our
had it
only
ready,
idea, our only idea is literally to walk out of this place looking completely normal.
No.
And from people who aren't from the Shadowfell and say, "Hi, where are?"
No, the idea is to go invisible and monitor the people and find out what they're like.
Hey there, humans. Human fellas.
Hello, fellow teens. Okay.
Alright, so the plan is to go...
Back up the stairs.
Mhm. You don't actually need to move your tokens or anything. Oh wait, and this priest is with you too. It says Tiawan. They were just hanging out in that
Yeah.
other hallway.
Never
yeah.
forget Friendo.
Yeah. Friendo.
That's what the name was.
Sexy. I can scry one more time today. I don't know what that would do, but I can do it.
Who would you scry on?
I don't know. I'm just offering
think
it as a
let's
suggestion.
Find out what's going on in the town.
Okay.
All the Shadowfell people have Bolly Belly.
They're born with it. Maybe they're born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. All right, so you guys trudge your way back out of the area.
Are you saying to inject Maybelline?
Yes.
Okay.
It's secure.
Ooh, those are definitely different names.
Yeah, so you guys are here, like peeking out like these gated walls and stuff. So there's a town where Hardunum was, but it does not look like or have the exact same layout as Hardunum at all. It appears to be very different. And the this area you're in is definitely closer up on the city. Now, I'm assuming you guys are still like looking out and have not actually gone outside yet.
Yep.
I think I had something for this too. Give me a second. I had something for this. Did I? Thought I did. All these dope-ass pictures. Oh no, yeah, you know what? I decided not to use that picture. Okay. Yeah, so it's like this town is like it's just all faded out and black and grays and whites, and I mean the people walking around. The people walking around, I mean, they have some color to them, but not much. All of the color looks washed out, like as you're looking. It seems that, like, I mean, nobody is coming very close to the gates to the to this area.
Oh man, are they speaking in Russian accents?
Yeah, no. Now they are.
You just had to. You're just looking for any way to get us back to Curse of Strahd, aren't you?
Surprise!
Yeah, we're not in the Shadowfell. We're in Rim. Alright. Let's see. Well, first, Wynn's gonna go invisible.
Okay.
And go out past the gates.
Okay. Now the gates are closed.
Of course they are.
Yeah, I mean they don't just leave these gates open. There's also like some big ass looking chains on these gates.
From the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the wall is only about like 15 feet high.
Oh, well. Oh! I have a broom. Why am I worrying about this?
That's what I was wondering.
I will fly up over the walls.
Okay. You do that. You fly up over the walls, like past, beyond the gates. Looking back, like the building that you've come out of definitely looks different than the keep that was in Hardunum. This is all Blackstone, and it almost looks more like a mausoleum or some sort of like dark temple. It looks like it's definitely seen better days. But yeah, so you're flying out over the town. It's it looks really dismal. The people are. Some of the people seem to be quite insane. Many of the people seem quite normal because they're trying to avoid some of these like crazier looking people. Nobody looks happy.
What makes them look insane?
Like, I mean, they're doing things like they're talking to themselves and laughing and this, like, like making faces. You notice that in a couple of spots there are people hanging, like, as if they were hung from like small gallows poles that seem to be set up here and there around the town.
Okay.
Nobody has like taken these bodies down. Like a couple of them look very fresh, some of them look very old. But as I said, I mean, aside from like the occasional person who's just like walking down the street, like muttering to himself, like holding the side of his head and like, kind of like laughing at like maniacally at something that only he thinks is funny. I mean, some of the people just seem like very nervous and scared, and they try to avoid like some of these more dangerous looking folk. You notice a what looks like an inn. It's called the Ash and Bone, and there is noise coming from inside, like people drinking and talking, occasionally laughing. Not all of it sounds insane. But yeah, I mean, everybody just seems like really... Nobody seems quite right.
Okay, I'll start walking next to one of the crazy people.
Yeah. So yeah, and I was like, and that's, evil's okay in my book, baby. How about yours? And I was like, yeah, baby, yeah.
So I'll try to change my voice to sound like, let's see, who have I? I'll make my voice sound like Roundhouser since he's not here.
Okay. Yeah, it's like so.
Using my actor skill.
And, they
and
say,
I'll just say,
keep the streets clean. Keep the streets clean, baby.
Who says that?
They all say it. You should know who's that? Who's that? And he starts looking around like, who's that?
One of them. What's going on?
It's one of them. Shit. Oh man, nah, it's one of them. Thought they wouldn't be back quite yet. Oh man, baby, you got to keep the streets clean, baby.
Yeah, keep the streets clean, baby.
You got to keep the streets clean. You don't want to wind up like that guy. And he points like at one of these guys like hanging from like a gallows pole. Don't want to wind up like this guy. It's a litter bug. He's a litter bug. He's a litter bug.
Litter bug. That's horrible.
Yeah. Being a litter bug is horrible. And it's just like, hey, don't put that there. Don't put that there. A baby could trip, fall, skin his knee, and then you get sepsis, right? And what?
Who hung him?
You heard that?
Yeah, I'm with.
You heard that, right?
Of course I heard that.
Oh man. You might be my only friend.
Might be. We gotta stick together. How did this start?
I was walking down the street and you were just like, hey, what's that? And I was like, hey.
How did the hanging start?
So you ain't never seen a hanging? So it starts like, and he's doing this like really animatedly, and it's like, I mean, so he's like in the middle of the street, like all by himself. Like there's a woman walking by with two very sad looking children, and just like skirting like a wide berth around him. He's just like, so they're like, yeah, you did the crime, you do the time, and then they put the rope around his neck. And then they pull it up, and he's dancing. He's dancing on nothing, dancing until he stops dancing. And then it's like, yeah, no, you just leave him there till he falls. And you know what that is when he falls? It's litter. It's hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy. The litter bug become the litter.
I met this guy on the subway once.
But do they hang the people that hung the man that turned to litter? Ain't they responsible? You would think that they are responsible. Exactly.
That would be litter too.
It'd be more litter.
It'll never end.
It's unending. It's a downward spiral of litter. You might be my best friend.
I'm your best friend. What's your name?
Oh, man, you don't know my name? We've been friends for so long.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Brink
friend.
Crane. I'm Brink Crane.
Blink Crane?
Brink.
Brink Crane.
You think you remember me? We've been friends. We've been friends forever.
Well, you know how it is here.
Yeah, you can't get rid of the litter, man.
No, you can't.
So, and he starts like twitching his head again, like he's listening to some other voices. He's like, no, he's my friend. He's not your friend. He's not your friend. You stay the fuck away from me. And he's like pointing at like some random space. You stay the fuck away from me. I have had it with you. It's just me and my new friend. He's always been my friend. My friend, Omen Shade. Isn't that right, Omen Shade?
That's right, Brink.
Oh yeah. And I said, me and Omen, we go way back. I mean, we just met, but we go so far back. And he ain't gonna litter, and I ain't gonna litter. And someday this war is gonna end.
That's right.
So where do you think I can get a drink, Omen?
I mean, how many years has the war been going on? It's gotta end soon.
It's never, the war is never over. The war is never over, ever, Omen. You know that. The war is just never over.
I know that, Brink.
But someday it's gonna end. And then there's just everyone will sleep. They'll be able to rest. There won't be no more worries. There won't be no more worries. There won't be no more fear. There won't be no more a litter or car accidents or any of these things. No more proliferations, no more permutations, no more transmutations, mutations, littering, no more littering. No, and he starts like marching now. He's just like he's a soldier, like kicking his feet out. He's like, no more littering, no more littering.
I'll let him go.
And he's just marching off down the street saying, no more littering.
All right, I'm gonna go to the inn real quick.
Okay. I mean, aside from the fact that it's in the Shadowfell and everybody looks like, either miserable or completely like they're just really happy to be here, which just makes them fucked up in a completely different way. It doesn't seem too much different than like your average inn. I mean, people are, they're drinking, they're, having discussions amongst themselves, and like I said, some of these people look, some of them look miserable, and some of them just look like they belong here.
Yeah, so I'll try to get close to a few different groups, and just again changing my voices. Just say a couple random things like, "How's the war going?" Did you hear about that last guy that got hung? And see what conversation springs up from those.
Sure. Let's look at some dice here. When you mention something about like a war, like near a table, it's like there's like a bunch of rough-looking, armored kind of guys like sitting. Like one of them just like looks up and looks around. And he's just like, "Did you hear that? Nah, someone said something about a war. I don't know. You know of any wars around here? I could use to maybe join up with some wars, get in some killing. This place is getting it's too tame here. It's yeah, boring almost. Might be time to go cause some trouble one of these days. So, whoever this guy is, he doesn't seem to know anything about a war. That hanging guy, though, like when you say something about like someone who's like drinking like with a couple of other people, like you mentioned that, and like it's like why would you even ask? From what I understand, he was just some sort of troublemaker. He was like trying to say like we need new leadership, and that like things haven't been the same since Baron Azrak left. And you can't talk about stuff like that. The new power structure is working out just fine for everybody. And Baron Azrak ain't coming back. He's probably dead. Mandath probably just killed his ass.
Mandath?
Ooh.
Probably killed his ass. Or had one of his enforcers do it. I'm sure Baron Azrak's not alive. And the person he was like talking next to that was like closest to you is just like, well, I didn't say nothing about that. Oh, must be someone else around here talking.
I'm gonna slink out. So, based on everything we've seen, like, we would definitely stand out on our clothing and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it seems that, like, if you were to just kind of not draw any extra attention to yourselves, like, maybe if you walked just, like, a little slower and hunched over, and, like, maybe just smeared some dirt on yourselves, like, probably no one would notice. I mean, like, the clothes and stuff...
We should all talk to ourselves and cackle and say weird things.
Yeah.
People just...
the people do have, like, there is some color to their clothes, but it's, like, just really washed out and faded. So if you were to, like, make your clothes look kind of dingy, and you weren't, like, walking around just, like, all, like, what up, I'm awesome, like, you'd probably be able to,
Well, Osborne's fucked.
I mean, ultimately, it just seems like people. It's just like, just none of them are happy, and some of them are definitely completely fucking evil.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to fly around town and find, like, if cloaks are hung out or something. Like, try to find some drabby, dull gray cloaks and stuff that I can build.
Sure. How long does your invisibility last? Like an hour, right?
An hour, I can easily cast it again.
Yeah. You wouldn't even need to do that. So you talked to that guy for a few minutes. You checked out the inn. There's you find like a some sort of like laundry, and like out in the back, like next to these like these foul-smelling like huge cauldrons that are like boiling. It smells like there's some sort of like solution in there, probably some lye in there as well. There are like, there's a bunch of like cloaks and clothes, like all sorts of different things, but yeah, definitely some cloaks.
And no one around?
I mean, there's like someone like with a big pole, like kind of like stirring the laundry soup. But I mean, he seems to be concentrating on that.
Okay. Then I'll just grab enough cloaks for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, easy enough.
Alright. And then I'll fly back to the tube.
Sure.
I will go up a little higher this time, and look around kind of at the surrounding countryside, and look for... I mean, I'm not going to be able to see a cave unless there's like a big mountain or something, but anything that looks like it could be an opening for a dragon's lair.
You don't see anything that looks like it could be an opening for a dragon's lair. What you do see is there is a lot of there's a lot of forest like all around. There's some hills. Everything looks very dead and or washed out. Like what few trees are have leaves on them seem to be like, I mean, they're all just kind of like a brownish gray. You don't see anything that looks like any sort of cave or a place where a dragon could easily make his lair.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll head back to everybody else.
This place above with the green X above the Inn of Ash and Bone, that's the laundry.
Ah, okay.
All right, in case you need to know.
Yep.
In case you want to go back to the laundry. The laundry stuff is happening in the back. All right, yeah. So you get back to everybody else. I'd say probably just as like your invisibility spell is about to end.
Okay, cool. Oh, that was interesting. I say as I come out of invisibility. And I start handing out cloaks to everybody. Here, you're gonna need to wear this. And we're gonna want to make everybody look dirty.
What does the cloak smell like?
It smells kind of dirty. It doesn't smell great. I mean, it's not like it doesn't smell like ass or anything. I mean, it's just it smells of a little bit of sweat and definitely like grimy.
Why do we need to wear these when?
Because people around here seem to have a tendency to be hung if they question anything. And I don't think we want to be known as standing out.
Don't question me, Osborne.
Also, we potentially know someone/thing here. And I look at Dax and Sarowin. Mandeth.
You got it here?
Wasn't that the name of that dragon in the pyramid?
Yes.
He owes me a dagger.
Apparently the old Baron here is gone. And anyone who questions the new power structure that seems to involve Mandeth can get hung.
So rather than wear like the filthy thing, scrap of whatever that Wynn has brought, I will speak the command word on my armor that appears to be just normal clothing anyways, and just change it to look like something a little more drab.
Sure.
That's neat.
Yeah, it comes in handy every once in a while.
I very regrettably take off my cloak of billowing and bundle it up and put it away for right now. Yeah, everyone looks a little sad. There are crazy people wandering around that everyone seems to stay away from, so that's also an option.
So Mandeth is in charge around here, basically.
Do we know that it's Do we know that it's the same Mandeth?
I mean, how likely is it for there to be two beings named
That's what I was
Mandeth?
thinking. If it's not him carrying out these executions, that seems a little bit strange. And I figure he'd be the one that would want to do it.
Yeah, and we were trying to find out why we were pulled here, because it seemed like a trap. But if it was Mandeth, you'd think Mandeth would be here to kill us. we should be able to get out of here and wander the town if we're careful without pulling attention to ourselves.
And
I'm
ask for the nearest portal back to our world.
I mean, if some random came up to us on the street in Sayre and said, "Hi, I'm looking for the nearest portal to the Shadowfell," would we think, "Oh, that's normal. I can help you"?
I mean, if we act like one of the crazy people and go up to someone, they might.
I'm sorry, that
They
was
might
mean.
say anything
I
to
didn't
get rid
mean
of
to be
us.
mean to you, Dax. That was a good idea.
No. You would probably hand them just a batch of rat marmalade if that happened in Sayre and told them to try that instead to help with whatever crazies afflicted them.
Marinade. Rat marmalade is...
Well, wait a minute. That's not a bad idea either. Should get talking with I forgot his name.
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Yeah.
But I can scry on Mandath. That's something I could...
Oh, now we're on the same plane. That is true.
Assuming he is here.
I mean, I know where there's an inn. We can try and get rooms. And at least we have a place to sleep.
Well, I mean, we don't know that it's the same Mandath. So if I scry on him and it doesn't work...
That
Well,
we'll just have enough
I think he
time,
might.
really.
It doesn't always tell us exactly why it doesn't work.
Yeah, but it's worth a try.
I don't know. We can try and find out if it's the same Mandath, but even if it is the same one, maybe it's just an accident. I mean, they wouldn't have staged an entire attack. Like, Mandath wouldn't have attacked Hardunum, and like, there's shadow people and traps and all of that stuff just to get us here. Right?
I agree, but he might know what's going on.
I think he might know if he was able to get to this realm. He might know
Mandath?
wherever he might know where the portal is. Take us back. We almost whooped him before.
We're gonna ask Mandath for help?
We're going to definitely persuade him.
I am good at persuading the people.
Yeah, you are. And you already know him.
It's true. We've met. Capital fellow.
What do you want me to do?
Let's get to the inn and get more comfortable, and then you can try to scry.
Okay.
The people that you saw, they just looked like they weren't weird creatures or anything. They were just people.
Yeah, just people that seem to be kind of down and depressed.
Yeah, and there was like a decent mix of types of people. I mean, there were some, they all had the same kind of thing going on, but like, there were a few elves. They looked very pale. There were definitely a few halflings that looked extremely miserable. Dwarves, hard to tell if they're miserable or not, but some of them did look a little crazed. Yeah, so I mean, just people. You didn't see anything.
Everybody people.
Mm-hmm.
Wind is not going to put dirt on his face.
Win.
Didn't even
I have a
try to
disguise kit. Let me apply a bit of makeup.
Okay.
You'll
I have
look
one
dirty.
too, so we can work through it.
All right, excellent. Nobody has to put dirt on their faces. What kind of filthy savage wants to do that?
Sarwyn stops as she's got brain dirt halfway smeared across her face.
I've seen Wynn be covered head to toe manure. You should go for that kind of texture.
No, and I glare at Dax.
You seem to enjoy it.
I don't think that was win is the point.
Right. Alright, so we use disguise kits on ourselves to make ourselves look more dirty than we are.
Just rub dirt in her face.
Separate.
Fine. That'll be good.
So, to give you a little more context, so everything seems like washed out. Lots of like black and white and grays. There is no sun in the sky. It seems to be like not a pretty kind of twilight, but like just a perpetual, just like gray twilight. Pardon me. There's no like sun, no moon, no stars. It's just it just looks.
What do any torches or lanterns or lights? What color are they?
The couple of places where you see like lanterns hung up, I mean, they look like, the flame looks like fire. So
Okay.
it's like a yellowish kind of flame, but yeah, it's not like a yellowish, orange, reddish. Pardon. But yeah, so I mean, the flame looks all right.
It's that Game of Thrones filter.
Yes.
Mhm.
What's happening? I don't know. Turn the screen brightness up.
Zack Snyder film.
Alright, I will start flying everybody over the gate.
Okay. Like, so not invisibly though, just like flying people over the gate.
Well, like, I'll try to keep it low, like, because I don't have enough invisibility to keep everyone invisible.
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
are there people looking or right around the gate? It kind of looked like there were.
Yeah, the gate is like the gate's like right here, like right up against the town. So there are definitely like people walking around like outside the gate.
Oh, there are. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the other thing. I could cast Sending on Manda.
And bring him here.
Yeah.
I could just say, hi. And, like, ask him something.
Do we want to try scrying first, and if that doesn't work, cast sending?
I just thought I would mention it.
No, that's a good idea.
What would scrying let us know
'Cause-
exactly?
My first instinct was to just cast Sending without telling you, but I thought that might...
I mean, that might
Yeah,
put
I
his
agree.
guard up. Like, scrying, we could potentially see what's around him, right?
Well, if he realizes I'm doing it, then his guard will be up, because he'll be able to stop me from doing it, and then he'll know someone was trying.
Right.
But, scrying would let me know, like, what it looked like around where he was, and things like that.
I think we ought to bring him to us rather than try and go find. Maybe if you sent something letting him know we're here, we have questions,
Well, okay.
and then that
we
scrying
could-
would see whether he agrees and is going towards us or.
Well, then what we could do is we could just stay the night in here, behind the gate. Nice and safe. Nobody knows we're here. I could scry before we go to sleep. We could rest. And then in the morning, I could cast Sending on him and see if we can get him to come here. Maybe Osborne could, like, write me down a 25-word, really great, like, have at thee, sir, thing. And, like, get him to come here. Or something. I don't know.
I think that could be good.
And I don't know. It makes me nervous to leave. To go further out into... We tend to get involved in people's lives and problems and the things that are happening. And this is a whole other plane. And we have... There's things going on our plane. We need
If
to.
we draw Mandeth here and we fight, is this where we want to fight?
Not in here. Probably outside of town. So that people won't.
Well, in here would be fine though, because everything in here is a skeleton.
But he could just,
What if he just sends the town
after
paladin
us.
here to kill us?
Yeah. Threaten them all with hanging unless they kill us.
Oh. See, we're involved already.
I don't think there's going to be any way around that, Sarah.
I need to get to Sarah.
Why?
So, do you want me to do scrying now, or are we going to the inn? What do we do?
Let's do it right now if we want to lay low.
Yeah.
Rest here.
Okay, I'm gonna cast scrying on Mandath.
Okay.
Do we have any of his things? Did we get any of his stuff? We probably didn't because we didn't kill him.
No.
I don't have anything listed as anything that we have from him.
No, because we had to leave there really quick.
He's got Osborne's dagger.
Yeah.
I remember somebody snagging some leather armor out of the bottom of that pool that he popped up out of.
Yeah, but that's not tied to him.
Hmm.
So, like, none of us have any of his scales or anything. So, I will just cast scrying like normal. I'm gonna cast it. It's happening. I do it right
Okay.
now. Right here. In this time and space. He was like 2 hit points away from killing me, so I feel like I have pretty intimate knowledge of him.
I mean, we were like 2 hit points away from killing him too, though. So
That's true. That was the first time the ring almost killed me. Oh, good time.
I didn't know nothing about that back then. The good old.
Okay. Let's give him a let's roll his saving throw.
ooh, wait, maybe I might have something on that. I don't. Good. Never mind.
Okay. All right. Sarah, do you speak Draconic?
No. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Wait. Can I? It's concentration. I can't be concentrating and comprehend languages at the same time. Comprehend languages and concentration. Comprehend languages isn't concentration. Can I cast comprehend languages before I cast scrying?
You can cast it after you cast scrying. Technically,
Yeah.
if they're not both
If you
Great.
say you need it, I can also give it to you.
I need it, but I can also cast it. I have it. Booyah!
Okay. All right.
I can't believe I don't speak Draconic. That's insane. I need to make a deal with another.
You
fairy.
only know one. You only know one dragon.
Yeah, I knew that was coming up.
Sure.
So you start scrying, and you're like, dope, I'm scrying.
Dope.
And all you see is like a complete like darkness. Everything is dark, but you can hear like water like dripping and bubbling and stuff. And then like your vision kind of like you starts adapting to the darkness, and you see like a whole lot of like kobolds. They all seem to be like really pale white, like albino kobolds. Their eyes are red. Also lurking in the area around them are these like lizard folk. They seem to be like all just black. Like their scales are black. They're all black. And
Okay.
this one kobold comes like walking into like, closer to this like giant pool. And in Draconic, he's just like, Master! And big ass black dragon head and neck just come up out of the pool and just takes a look at this like poor little kobold.
Does it look noticeable? Like, does it look the same? Like in terms of size.
He looks
and
bigger.
angriness?
He looks bigger. He looks angrier. He looks blacker.
Like bigger than it should be for like being a year away from when we last saw him.
Yeah, I would say probably.
Fuck y'all.
So the little kobold like bows. All of the other kobolds just start like when they see him, they just like go into these like throes of like almost religious ecstasy, and they're just like writhing on the ground and stuff, and they're like Mandath, and the little kobold that addressed them is just like, the gate in Mauer has been closed. The drow have not come back through. And the dragon is just like, I did not expect them to. Yes, so the portal is closed. All of the ways are closed. Thank you, Inky. And then he like reaches out with one of his claws and grabs like one of the kobolds that are just kind of writhing around in ecstasy. And the kobold seems like terrified and also like just thrilled. And Mandath just like eats him like an apple. And all the other kobolds just like go nuts, and they seem to be like really, really into this. Well, will that be all, Master? Yes, I believe so. And Mandath sinks down back below the surface of the water.
Does it seem like water that is like tainty dark, or just dark?
I mean, it just seems dark. I mean, it definitely seems like brackish, dank, just shitty ass water. Wherever this pool and all these creatures are in, I mean, it's also dark there. It's like definitely, it's indoors somewhere, like in some sort of cave or something, some sort of cavern. So there's no natural light to help you see what the water would be like if the sun were out.
Okay.
But yeah, so Mandath like finishes eating that kobold and just like sinks back below the surface of the water. There's a couple of bubbles, and the kobolds are just like, they're having a good old time. I mean, you can continue to watch this for like 10 minutes, but the kobolds are just like, yeah, Mandath. The lizard folk don't seem to have that same religious fervor, but they're.
Can I get any sense of if it's like are they in a building under a mountain, in a cave, underground, in a crypt, do I get any sensation, any idea about what the room is, anything at all about that, or?
It is a very large cavern.
Okay.
Mostly flooded, but there are dry spots around. I would say it would be really nearly impossible to tell if it were like under a mountain or just like under the ground, or anything more specific than the fact that it is definitely natural, and it's definitely like some sort of like cavern.
Okay. So
There were a number of
I'll
caves,
watch...
like there were a number of small caves and a couple of larger caves, like coming off the walls.
Okay. Well, I'll watch for the 10 minutes, and then I'll report all of that back to
Yeah,
it.
eventually the kobolds kind of settle down. Some of them and some of the lizard folk are like going back and forth outside of these like caves and tunnels and such. But yeah, nothing else of interest seems to happen.
Alright. Then once the scrying ends, I'll... Okay, so Mandath is bigger. He's a lot bigger. And they said that the gate in Mauer is closed. And that all the ways are closed. And he seemed to know what that meant. And he was really happy about it. So I think we're stuck here. And then she starts crying.
We will give her a hug. She also looks very nervous about that.
Emma's like swinging on the cemetery gate. Like, no, I'm kidding.
Emma? I was gonna say, damn.
Hey, we've gotten out of places like this, Sarah. We'll be able to.
Who here would know about these? They're all closed. They can be opened again, right? Someone must know how.
Look at the bright side, Sarowin. You're stuck here, but you're stuck here with me.
Oh, fuck you, Osborne!
What I mean is I'm quite good at getting out of sticky situations. And this one seems a bit sticky.
I'm sorry.
No, you don't need to be sorry.
You definitely don't need to be sorry.
I think we could use some sleep and figure out...
I told my brother I would meet him in Sarah in 3 days.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah.
Can you call him and tell him you might be a bit late?
Warden hasn't answered both of my messages. I don't know that they're working. If all the ways are closed, which, by the way, if Mandath is somebody who can close off all the portals to an entire plane, we're probably gonna die. So let's file that away as an important note.
I don't know that he has the ability to do that.
That's what it sounded like.
We've grown
He's
since then, too.
really big now, and there's a lot more kobolds and lizard folk than there were before. Like, a lot. He's
I'm going
really
to
big now.
Sending to Rowdowser.
Okay.
Rowdowser, can you hear me?
Yes, this is Rowdowser. I can hear you. How are you, Win? It's good to hear your voice. I don't know what else to say. 25-word limit. Oh, by the way, tell Osborne and then I guess he hits 25 words.
Alright, I'm gonna cast sending one more time. And say we were pulled into the Shadowfell and are stuck here. Mandath is here as well. Can you help?
He answered you?
He did.
So Boyden's just dead.
We don't know that for sure.
Or he's under wards or something like that. I mean, he might be investigating things and taking precautions.
He may just also just be ghosting you.
That's not
What?
very nice.
Is that a ranger term?
Yes, it's a ranger term. Because rangers, we we don't see each other a lot, so we tend to leave messages tacked to trees in the wilderness for each other. Sometimes a ranger will pretend he hasn't seen a bunch of messages that were left for him from a certain other ranger.
Count
Did
words here.
Roundhouser respond to that?
I'm
second
counting
message?
words.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Dope. That sounds bad. I have heard that the ways to the Feywild are closing as well. I'll look into this. Good luck and be careful.
Okay, I think this is more than Mandath.
What do you mean?
And I relay that. Yeah, it sounds like the ways to the Feywild are also closing. I'm assuming when they say ways, they mean portals.
Oh, shit. The... Hang on. I'm looking something up.
While you're doing that, so if the ways to the Feywild are closing, that means the Fey can't get to, like, normal people
And normal
places?
people can't get there.
The
They
page
also-
the page that Anti-Atropos needs, that she wants, it's called Closure. That feels significant right now.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe we should be looking for a way to Valhalla from here.
Straight there.
We're in some sort of a temple with a lot of dead thing.
This is Raven Queen Temple. She doesn't reside in Valhalla.
The Bone Hole.
If the ways are all closed, maybe we can't even... I don't know. I don't know.
So there's one other thing we haven't done, which is go to the bottom of that pit.
I can send Tio on down there, but I can't get him back if something happens to him.
Why doesn't Wen fly down in his magic broom?
Because we really can't get him back if something happens to him.
Why don't I fly down on Wen's magic broom?
Oh.
I am assuming that you guys
no.
are not in the courtyard. I'm assuming that you guys are like kind of like inside like the entrance at least to
Yes.
this like really bad black dark temple with all sorts of like Raven Queen and death motifs and stuff. Okay, cool. All right. You hear creaking, and then like a really, really old rusty gate kind of sound coming from out in the courtyard.
Oh, we should probably hide or something.
Yep. Wynn immediately goes invisible.
Okay.
And I'll go out to see what's coming in.
Mm-hmm. There is a really, really old looking man. He's walking like he's in a great deal of like discomfort, like arthritis and stuff. He's got a horrible limp, and he is slowly like pushing the gate open and sliding a like key back into his robe. There are a couple of other folks outside like watching nervously as he starts like slowly like limping his way up to the temple. He's just like It's not a terribly long walk. He'll make it in like a minute or so. Everybody else was hiding?
All right.
Yeah, I'll hide.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go back and tell everybody, old man incoming.
Okay, so you all hide, there's like statues and pillars and all sorts of things to like hide behind here. There's also the stairs like leading down into the to the lower levels that you've already come up from. There are objects there. There are temple like objects there that you can easily hide behind. So I would say like with the time given to you, I mean you're all doing a fairly good job of hiding. So the old man comes limping in. He stops and looks like he's just trying to catch his breath. And he's just kind of like looking around. It doesn't look like he's looking for like anything in particular, just maybe kind of looking around. And then lets out a sigh and starts like heading for the stairs, like going down into like the areas that you guys had come up from.
I'm gonna follow him and see what he does.
Mm-hmm. He's really having trouble on the stairs. He's just like limping really badly. He gets down. He looks nervous. Like he doesn't look like he likes to be. He doesn't want to be down here very much. But he's looking around. He sees like all these open doors, and he just like he sighs, just like, and starts like setting about closing doors. When he goes into the room with the with all those bones that fashion some sort of like pit, he seems extremely nervous. He stops. He freezes like in his tracks when he notices that the statue of the Raven Queen has been broken off at the base and is no longer there. And he actually starts like shaking, like visibly like shaking, like very nervously.
Yeah.
And he leaves the other doors like that were out in that area closed. Like he doesn't even go to check them. He closes that door to that room and starts closing like the other doors on his way back.
Yeah. Before he's able to, I say, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. Let's give him a Constitution saving throw. See if you killed him.
The poor guy.
He falls over. Like he's definitely surprised. He cries out. He cries out in surprise and
yeah.
And he as soon as he hits the ground, he's just like, I had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with it. I was like that when I found it. Please. And he's like got his eyes like
it's okay. It's okay. We were surprised too. And I drop invisibility.
He's looking at you like a little cross-eyed, like he's not really sure what he's looking at. And he's just kind of like staying on the floor, like almost like balled up, but he's like looking very nervous and very tense. And
I go up near him and I get and I kind of kneel down next to him. I'm Wynn. Who are you?
You're not one of the drow.
No.
I am Ares. What are you doing here? You shouldn't be in here.
That's what I'd like to know. We're not from here. Do you know where the drow are going?
None of my business. But they had a writ from the warden allowing them to enter. So of course I opened the gate for them. I don't want to be strung up.
Who's the warden?
You don't know the warden?
We're not from here.
Erigath Fowler. Erigith Fowler.
And he reports back to Manbath?
Who else would he report to? Yes, he's the warden of the Blackstone Downs. And you're in the Blackstone Downs, and this is all, Mandath's, this is all under his, bailiwick. This is his, he's been granted this domain.
Okay. Why don't you rest for just a moment? I'm going to go get...
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay? Well, I mean, you're on the ground and you look like you could use some time to catch your breath. I was just offering.
He seems like a little like sullen and salty at what you're implying about him, but he also seems like he realizes it's probably true, and he's just like bah, bah, but he just stays like seated, like it's kind of like he's got like an elbow on the ground. He's more laying on the ground than like seated there. He's got like an elbow to like prop himself up, and he just kind of waves you off like eh.
Okay, I'll go real quick to find everybody and say, come on. Let's talk to the old guy. Seems okay. And then we'll head back.
Okay. All right, so by the time you get back downstairs, the old guy has like gotten himself up, and he is sitting on the stairs, and he has like pulled up like his breeches past his knee, and he is like he's got like a pretty bad he's got a pretty bad cut on his knee from when he fell over, and he's just like he's rubbing his knees like ah.
I'm sorry, Ares.
Yeah. So you have friends?
Yeah, this is Dax, Serwin, Lee, and Osborne.
I am Ares Worm.
And Friendo, and Emma.
I'm Ares Worm. I'm the temple keeper.
How long have you been keeping the temple?
75 years. I mean, it's just a matter of I hold the key that opens the gate. And I've had very few opportunities to use it. If there are bodies in the courtyard, I need to go and clean them up. And if there are, if there's a fear that something's happened inside, I need to go clean it up. I don't have to come in very often. But I came here to make sure that the Drow didn't leave a mess. They did, a little bit. They left doors open everywhere. Don't even want to talk about what they did to the statue.
Oh, what was the statue of?
It was a statue of the Raven Queen. It's gone. It's been knocked off at the base. Just the feet are there, and it's just not there. Don't know if they took it with them on their wherever they were going, or if they knocked it down in the hole. I surely hope they didn't knock it down that hole.
Why? What's the bottom of the hole?
Nothing.
Does it go to the cavern?
No. it doesn't. I mean, I haven't been down there to test it for myself, but it's bottomless. There's no bottom. My grandfather said that if you fell into it, you'd fall for years and wind up in the abyss. But you know, I don't believe that. I think it's just bottomless.
Well, that's good to know. A shame if they sent the statue down there.
She will not be pleased.
Manda?
To the Raven Queen, it's her statue. Mandath probably couldn't care less about the Raven Queen. But you don't want to fuck with the Raven Queen.
No, I don't have any desire to do that.
I mean, the Drow didn't come back. They said they would, so I assume they're dead. So I suppose maybe they're lucky. I don't know why they would have done this.
For there to be skeletons just alive around here? Or up and about?
Oh, that's two different things. It'd be very odd if the skeletons were alive, seeing as they're skeletons and all.
When you come in here before, they've been active?
I don't go down that far.
Ah, okay.
But I know that there are guardians down there, there are skeletons down there, there's all sorts of undead beneath the temple. I don't go down there. It's not...
Well, there aren't anymore.
Oh. Raven Queen probably won't be happy about that either. She'll probably have them fixed up in no time.
I see. This Erga Fowler you mentioned.
Yeah.
Is he likely to come here?
Into the temple.
Yes.
But he never has before. He's probably at the keep at Redmount. Are you looking for him?
We might be.
You don't want to go there.
Why not?
Go the keep at Redmount. That's in the Gallows, and that's where Duke Mandath lives. So even if you got through the Gallows, I mean, yeah. Mandath's not exactly keen on strangers invading his turf, if you know what I mean.
I think I do. But where is the keep if we needed to seek petition from Duke Mandath?
And it's about 70 or so miles to the north.
What are you going to do after you get out of here?
What are you going to do?
Leave? Are you going to report us?
Not unless I have to.
Oh, good.
I mean, if I walk out of here and you're behind me and I don't report you, I mean, then I'll be hung from a gallows pole. So I mean, if we're gonna keep quiet about each other, and you're not gonna tell anyone that you spoke to me today, It would probably be best if you, if you snuck out of here sometime after I leave so that I can pretend like I don't know nothing. I just came and closed things up like I was supposed to do.
Yep, just doing your job.
Just doing my job.
I look around. Any of you have any questions for him?
No.
All right, Aries. I think we can agree to that.
Do you think you can help me up the stairs?
Oh, sure.
Someone surprised me and I took quite a nasty tumble.
Whoever did that is a horrible person.
I agree.
Wait, I can heal you.
What?
I can heal you if you'd like.
What do you mean? I've got bandages of my own back at home. I can bandage my own knee, thank you.
No, I mean here, and I reach out and cast Cure Wounds on it.
He looks like he's gone into shock. Let me make another Constitution saving throw. Make sure you didn't kill him.
What?
Yeah, no, he's good. Yeah, the wound on his knee like heals up, and he seems to move like a little easier than he has been so far, and he gasps like a deep breath, and he's just like, what did you do to me?
I used I have a healing magic.
My wound is closed and my bones don't hurt nearly as much as normal. I may be able to walk up these stairs myself.
Their clerics on this plane can't do this?
He stands up and he kind of like, he's still a little wobbly, and he does like a little hop and like tries to click his heels together. It doesn't quite work out the way he wants it to. And he's like, ooh, he's like, all right, not that much, but...
Hey, you be careful. People might ask questions.
Wait.
I don't know...
Clerics...
I don't know any...
Clerics can't do that here?
I don't know any clerics, and... I mean... No one I have ever met has done it, at least not to me.
Okay, good to know.
Look at that thing.
Have you ever...
It's completely healed. No scar, nothing. I mean, it wasn't a terrible wound on my knee, but still.
Yeah.
Please, for all that's it's worth, don't let anyone know I found you here. Try to sneak out as best you can. I would really hate to have to report you.
We'd hate that too. We're good at sneaking.
All right. I better go before my boys come looking for me. And then he like laughs like like they'd never dare come in here. But I don't want them to report that I haven't come out.
Of course not.
He starts limping up the stairs. But not as bad as he was limping down them. Yeah. He takes a couple glances back, like incredulous.
I'll wait until he's out of earshot.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a couple minutes, but he seems to be out of earshot. You hear the door to the temple close. You hear he's just like, I'm walking out of the temple now. I'm closing the door. It's closed. I'm walking to town. No, none of that happens. You eventually hear that temple door like close, and yeah, things have gone quiet.
Do we still want?
Oh, and what was that insight for? What was that insight for you rolled before?
Oh, that was just to make sure if I thought he was telling the truth.
Okay, yeah, he seems to be he seemed to be truthful about everything he was saying. He didn't seem to have any sort of like he didn't seem to be lying or having any ulterior motives.
Okay. So, do we want to chase down Amanda? I don't know that we have many other leads.
I think he's been oppressing people of this place. Same as he was causing trouble in this. I think we need to deal with him for good this time.
I mean, how many kobolds and lizardmen did you see, Sarah?
Hundreds.
That's gonna be a lot for us to handle.
If not us, then who else?
I'm just saying we need a good plan. But we can get closer.
I love this plan.
Do we want to mess with this city at all, or do we want to just leave?
Is there anyone in this city that might know how these portals work? These gates?
I mean, it's possible, but it's not likely. From what I've seen, they're all kind of downtrodden people. And Ares didn't even want to know what the Drow were doing in here. I'm betting the rest are the same. If we start asking questions, we're going to draw attention and potentially get people killed.
You're right. You spoke with Raudhauser, and he said he's going to do his best to try and help us out.
Right. Tomorrow we can try and contact him again and keep in contact.
That'd be good. But I think we should get some rest for right now.
Inside or outside of the temple? Because Ares seemed to be pretty certain that the Raven Queen wasn't going to be happy with what our friend did. And that she could reset the skeletons and guards. So I can get us outside the town, and outside the walls, with no one seeing us.
Let's go with that plan then.
So what are you doing?
Alright, so I have, my plan is use invisibility to get everyone out on my broom one at a time.
Okay.
So it lasts for an hour, and I can do 2 4th level spells, which covers 2 people each.
Okay.
And Oh, not a 5th level spell. Maybe I don't have enough. Let's see.
I can turn invisible.
Okay. So that's 5 of us. Well, 6, including me. And we have, with Friendo and Emma, 7?
There are 6 of you, so it's 8 altogether, including you, Win. Yeah.
Oh,
With
yep.
Friendo and Emma.
Oh, Maxim is who I left out.
Yeah.
Because he's not. Yeah. Okay, yep. Okay, so I cannot actually get
Maxim has
anybody out.
probably already started like walking out into the town to like find crazy people to talk to.
Yeah.
Probably.
He's gonna find other people that are really happy about kicking Raven Queen statues down.
I forgot I used all my 3rd level spells, or 2 of them casting Sending. I mean, we can wait until morning then. Or, we can just take a long rest. And I can get some spell slots back.
So wait here for an hour.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys do that.
I cast Sending on my brother.
Okay.
I tell him I'm probably not going to be in Sarah in 3 days because I'm trapped in the Shadowfell right now.
Rolling a die. Okay. Typing. And then I gotta count. Okay, let me see. Okay, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. All right, your brother responds to you. Trapped in the where? How did that happen? I guess it's not important. Well, I mean, it is, but that's beside the point. I'll wait.
Okay.
So whatever he was going to say after wait is gone.
That's fine. Boyden's dead.
You don't know that.
Alright, so I can really only take one person with me at a time. But I'm going to have to use higher level spell slots to get multiple people invisible, so they're just going to have to stay invisible waiting for me to come back and pick them up. And it'll take 2 3rd level spells, 1, 2, and 3 4th level spell slots to do this.
All right.
But I'm just basically going to pick them up and try to probably like right around the walls there find
well, this
some sort
this
of
is some sort of river going around the place. This is a
river.
wall.
Okay.
Yeah, these are like places outside the walls, and then there's this river like kind of snaking around the town.
Still think it would be good to try and get, like, if I think I have enough time to we get everybody kind of on the other side of the river.
Sure. Yeah, you could do that. The broom is quick.
Yep. I mean, actually, if there's enough time, can I get them to the north, to up here?
Up where? Ping again. All the way up there?
Yeah.
That'd be cutting it a little close. That's a little bit further. You probably could. Do you want to try that?
Well, actually, how about right there? I'm just looking at the map again.
Yeah.
We probably want to be on this side of the river.
Here, let me zoom out. Ping again. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay. So yeah, I'll airlift everybody over there and find a place that kind of looks out of sight from people wandering around.
Sure. Flying over these fields, like, I'm not saying this necessarily to alarm you, but I guess maybe to alarm you a little. As you're flying over the fields, like on your first trip that way, yeah, I mean, there are no people like in these fields, but there are scarecrows that are kind of like walking around, like, but they seem to be like patrolling the fields, occasionally, like, shooing away some ravens and stuff. But I mean, they don't appear to be. They don't appear to be like random wandering monsters. They appear to be there to scare away crows.
Okay. Yeah.
They're just doing their jobs. It looks like. Let me turn my crows and wolves back on again. But yeah, like, you get everybody like to that spot, like, a good distance from the from the farmhouses that are kind of like in the area, and like the fields. It seems to be kind of safe. There's like a lot of like there's like trees and stuff. There's like it's wooded. I mean, everything looks bad, but all these washed out trees and grays and browns. But it seems like I hate to say safe. It seems more secure than anywhere else you could possibly be at the moment, without being like literally safe. You seem secure.
All right. So, I've lost track of time.
Yeah, you absolutely have. It's like time like almost has like no meaning here. It's like the sky looks exactly the same as it did a few hours ago before all this started.
Do we think a few hours before what started, us flying everybody out, or?
But like since you first
I'm trying to think, like, have we had pretty much?
Since you first looked outside, like in the last session, like the sky looks exactly the same. It's just like this perpetual twilight with no stars, and not like a nice twilight. It's this perpetual like dismal twilight with no stars, no heavenly bodies whatsoever.
Are we tired? Like, does it feel like it's been a full days of fighting? And like...
I would say probably so. Yes, I would say. Between all of the fighting you have done, the checking out the town, talking to the old guy Ares and stuff, yeah, I'd say it feels like it's been a full day. You took that hour-long rest.
Yep.
We can rest. I can put up the hut. We can stay here for the night.
Okay. Do we want to move a little further away from town?
If things seem safe out here, that'd be good.
So you move a little further away from town. Saruman puts up the tiny hut.
Make it gray.
Tiny little gray hut. And time passes. You guys feel, as well rested as you possibly could be, given the circumstances. I don't know if anyone was going to try and do anything during that, extended rest there, 8 hours.
It's gonna cast Sending to Boyden again.
Okay.
Hello. I really, really need to know if you're okay. Even if you can't help me, can you please just say I'm not dead? Please, please, please.
There is no response from Boyden.
Do you know someone else at the Galderman to try?
Yes, I do. The head wizard guy, Galindor. I'll cast Sending to him.
Okay. How many more times can you cast Sending? Is this like a...
I can cast it one more time because we took a short rest.
Okay, so what are you saying to...
Is Boyden dead? I'm trapped in the Shadowfell and he's not answering me. I'm really scared.
Let me roll this die. Typing. And he's probably more familiar with the sending spell. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Alright, so he's not going to say that because he knows it's a waste of words. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. All right. He probably wouldn't say that either. Okay. Give me a second to come up with 4 more words.
Boyden's alive. He's coming to get you. Everything will be okay. I found a unicorn and it's all yours.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, we'll throw in a bye. Bye.
Bye.
No, last time I saw Boyden, he was not dead, but he has been working with Jason Anders. I'll inform him and try to help. Bye. He doesn't say bye like that, but...
I bet he does.
Originally, he said, trapped in the where, how did that happen? But like I said, I mean, he's more... He's more aware of the limitations of the sending spell. So, as I ran out of words, I took out things that he probably wouldn't have wasted time saying.
Maybe he can't reply. Maybe he can't answer. Working with Jason Anders.
So, Sarah obviously is rattled. How does everyone else look like Glee and Emma and Prendo?
Friendo is freaking the fuck out. Like, Friendo is trying to hold it together, but Friendo has not said much. Friendo is, like, visibly nervous and twitchy, like any slight noise or movement, and Friendo is, like, twitching and, like, breathing a sigh of relief when they realize it's just, like, Osmond standing behind him making noises to watch him twitch.
That's horrible.
That's not canon. I don't know if that's what Osmond is doing, but, like, yeah, I mean, like, he's very twitchy and he seems very Friendo seems very nervous and unhappy with what's happening.
Do I notice that?
Yeah.
But I see that Lee is about to try and do some cheering up now. So I give a nod, be like, yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, Lee is trying to hold it together.
Oh,
Oh.
Osmorn.
So
However,
I was going to start singing very quietly.
Osmorn, if he notices people are like freaking out and barely hanging on, he's going to convince them that things are okay with his persuasiveness and show them some card tricks to amuse them.
What does he say?
There, everything will be fine. Trust me.
So I'm going to try and charm Sarowin, Friendo, Emma, and me.
Okay.
And Lee will get advantage because she's an elf.
It's wisdom?
Yep.
Okay.
And DC is 16.
I mean, if you want to be charmed by Wynn, I mean, you wouldn't necessarily need to make the saving throw. You could just allow yourself to be charmed. It's completely up to you. If you want to resist it, you got to roll the saving throw. But if you're, like, down with it, that's fine.
No.
Friendo is completely enthralled. Friendo kind of, like, relaxes a bit and is just, like, gazing at Wynn with, like, with fascination, and is like, I idolize you. Have you guys seen this guy? He's amazing. He's so awesome. That he's got a broom that flies. Did you know that his broom flies? He took me for a ride on it. I was invisible. Wynn's awesome. I idolize you, Wynn.
I know. That's
If anyone opposed you, I would hinder the shit out of them.
Nice.
And then...
Oh, Osmorn's helping. I mean, I guess he's kind of soothing. He seems like a gifted storyteller.
Then I'm just going to alternate commands between the two of between him and Sarowin, and basically just weave in the word sleep, like sleep and things will be okay in the morning, and we'll deal with it. Sleep over and over to both of them until they actually fall asleep.
You're so awesome. I just want to go to sleep. You're so cool. I would hinder anyone who doesn't want me to go to sleep.
I go up to Wynn and I lay down next to him and I reach out and I take his hand and I fall asleep.
No, he's mine, Friendo says. No, that doesn't happen. Not canon. Not canon. Friendo eventually falls asleep, like, listening to Wynn play and listening to Osmorn talk about how things will be okay. It's like, it's okay, buddy. You're not as awesome as Win, but you're all right. I don't think anyone could be as awesome as Win. Night, night.
Night.
Can I, after most everyone else is asleep or in their meditative trance or whatever, can I step aside from the camp for a second?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll walk away from the... If we have a fire going or anything, I'll walk away from that. And I'll pull out my ascending stone that I have for Leilani. And I'll be like, oh, how does this work again? Wynn and Sarah always seem to just know how to do... Oh, there we go. And then I will say, or try to say to her, I hope you're doing well. We're in a little bit of trouble. But it shouldn't be anything that we can't get ourselves out of. I love you.
There is no reply.
Oh.
He's a bit crestfallen at that. And he's going to try and sleep the best he can.
I feel bad.
While trying to keep a good face for Emma so that she doesn't freak out, Lee will kind of pray to herself quietly to Frigga, and then go into her trance. Keep making sure that Emma is close. But she's kind of freaking out about this.
Somewhere on the prime material plane, a young tiefling girl who has somehow found herself to be captain of a bunch of pirates, like, kind of tosses and turns fitfully in the night, as if like something was trying to talk to her, but didn't quite get there. That's like a cutaway scene. All right, so 8 hours pass without any sort of incident. The scarecrows seem to be staying in their, they're confined to their wheelhouse. Nothing else has approached or bothered you guys in the hut. Nothing's come by in the woods. And it's later. Hard to say if it's like tomorrow or what, but I mean it would probably be, if your internal clocks are working right, it would probably be like very early morning back home.
Osborne rolls over and tries to go back to sleep because
Sure.
he has to do very early in the morning.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yep, I'll just start playing some soft music again so everyone wakes up to nice, pleasant things.
Okay, yeah. Friendo wakes up and is just like, I had a dream that you were awesome.
Only a dream? So fleeting.
Well, now, no, but I've woken up and you're still awesome. I'm just saying it's like 24/7 awesome.
It's tiring, but I make do.
Man, I'm gonna hinder the fuck out of some people.
Frendo should be the one to kill Amanda with this little mace that he has. 3 whole damage to its head. Bonks it.
I did it for you, Win.
See?
I did it for
That was
you.
That was the missing 2 health to Mandeth last time.
So what would you guys like to do? I mean, you can't camp out in the... Well, you could camp out in the woods forever, but...
I think the only thing we have to do is go and look at that keep and see if we can find something to do to try and deal with Mandeth.
Do you think it would be a good idea if we used legend lore to figure out how you would reopen a portal? Or just open?
I don't have 250 gold worth of incense.
What happened to this casting sending on Mandeth?
It doesn't seem like he knows we're here, and I don't know that we want to let him.
Well, I don't think he wants us here. So it might be in his best interest to help us leave.
Or to kill us.
I think he'd prefer
Yeah,
that.
but he tried that once, and it didn't go so well
But
for him.
he has hundreds of kobolds and lizard folk and the town here that will help him.
Mm-hmm. Even the child here could take on most of the townsfolk and kobolds.
Emma shrugs and kind of nods and yeah, I probably could.
You really want to get your dagger back, don't you?
Well, I do, but that's not the point. The point is, Mandeth obviously knows a way back. Or has some control over this opening and closing. I mean, he ultimately is the one that allowed the drow to pass through, right?
He had some involvement, yeah.
Okay. And, based on Sarowin's description of her scrying, he seems to have some sort of influence on the opening and closing of the ways. Correct?
Or knows of it. Yes. I don't see why sending is going to be any better than just showing up and trying to find our way in.
Well, we could do that too. I just thought perhaps...
If we send, we lose the chance of any surprise.
Well, it depends. We don't have to tell him that we're all here. And also, there's at least one or two of us that weren't here last time we squared off against Mandeth. That'd be a bit of a shock to him, I'm sure.
Yeah, we've never fought a dragon before.
What do you want to tell him?
Win, I will hinder the shit out of that dragon.
I appreciate that, Brenda. I
See?
give him a thumbs up.
Just point Friendo at the dragon, tell him it's hindering you. Problem solved.
Well, I mean, you know, just so we understand that, I mean, I'll avoid violence unless it was already inclined to fight on Wynn's behalf. It seems more like Wynn's inclined to fight on my behalf. But that won't stop me from hindering the shit out of somebody.
Well, you hinder away, sir.
Thank you.
Or madam. I forget which one you were.
I identify however I feel like identifying at any given moment because I never remember.
Can you just check?
Yep. That'd be dope if like
Dragon Slayer,
Friendo and
Breaker
Emma
of
kill
Lord.
like Friendo and Emma kill Mandeth while you guys are like trapped in a cell somewhere. They just come back with Mandeth's head and they're just like, got it. Done it. Here's your dagger, Osborne.
My dagger was in the other end, if I recall.
Came in
And
very
that
handy.
status hindered. Do we know where this keep is?
Yeah, to the north, about 70 miles.
How does 70 miles work in this place?
Oh man, that's a good question.
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
I'd also be willing to bet if I had 25 words, I could probably say something insulting enough to Mandath to make him fly out at us.
I mean, I'm gonna send
I
a
don't think
message
anybody
to
doubts.
Warden anyway, so you can absolutely try if you like.
My kobold minions. Kill the others, but bring the Osmorn to me. I wish to munch on him as if he were a banana, because I will peel the skin from him first.
So he's wanting to close these gates, right?
Oh, I don't know. They just said that the ways were closed.
That
He
sounds
seems
like.
to not be surprised.
Hmm.
He's got good. He seems to be secure here. Outsiders would make him less secure. I can understand why he might enjoy that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm happy to relay whatever message you would like, Boyden. Not Boyden. Osmorn is your name. So if you want to write something down, then I will read it out.
Well, do we want to do this as a, hey, Mandath, let's let water under the bridge and all that? You don't want us here, we don't want to be here, let's work together kind of a thing? Or do we want like a, hey, Mandath, you ugly sack of scales, you're worse than a tiny lizard? And like,
Yeah, so I don't
like which way do we
see
want to
why
go
he
with
would-
this?
Like, I don't know why he would want to help us get away. Like,
He'd rather just.
I'm
kill
pretty
us.
certain he would
I
want to
would-
kill us.
We've already
Well,
slighted him by kicking him out of his previous lair. So.
So all the more reason why he wouldn't want us to do it again, right?
But that's what we're gonna do. Because that's the right thing to do.
I mean, right, wrong, these are just social constructs.
You're trying to rationalize with a dragon that has been affected by the taint.
I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, I
Enrage
think
him, that's
Osmorn's.
Like, if we do that,
No, I
that's...
was saying I'm talking about what Dax said last night. That
Right.
we know
and
that we know Mandath is terrorizing these people.
I'm just trying to figure out how we can. Osborne's got the right idea about luring him out of his lair, away from this army that he has. I'm trying to figure out what would tick him off enough
So what we could try
so that
to
he
do...
would go there rather than just send his army at us.
I mean, what if we start killing off his army as they come at us? Like, at some point he's gonna lose his lunch army? And he's not gonna be able to eat them anymore?
We could bluff and say. I mean, well, not really a bluff. I'm pretty sure that the page from the tome that Antiatropos needs has to do with all this closure stuff. Because it's called closure. So we could tell him that we have something that will open all the ways again. And we're going to use it unless he comes out.
He cares a lot about the corruption, the taint too.
Oh, yeah.
Is there some way we could,
What do we...
like bluffing would be good to say that we have some way to cure the taint? We're going to
don't.
cleanse this whole land of it, starting with
We
him.
don't, though.
Well, but we can lie.
I don't know that we could. If he knows enough about it, he would. We wouldn't be able to lie in a way that would convince him that.
But
Try
Osborne
it.
might.
Here's the problem, though, is that I have to be the one who says it.
I can do it if you want.
That might be. I think. Don't you think that would be better?
So do we want to tell him that we have a piece of the taint with us and we want to trade to get back?
I mean, I do have my corrupted fingertip.
Wynn just starts laughing hilariously at this. Like, the ridiculous situation, and you bringing up the fingertip just finally makes him just laugh at the ridiculousness of it. I'm not laughing at you, Sarah. That works.
That's okay, I understand.
I mean, if it's a taint he wants, I've got a nice one.
This tip has touched the taint. See?
Things I didn't think I'd hear today.
It's been worse than that. Come on now.
I mean, I don't like to brag, but
I also have some star spawn parts.
I think that
Including a heart with some taint rock growing out of it, which reversed a little bit after it died, but I've got those things.
I think either the deception with the taint would be good, or that page that you have might also be good.
I don't think we say what. He knows that we're interested in the taint. We just say we have a piece of the taint. Because we still only have 25 words.
We don't want to be here. We know you don't
Right.
want us here either.
We want to find a place.
We have some taint we're willing to trade in order to get out. Help. Fuck you. I should swear more often. It's full.
I do think we want to go like maybe a day north of here.
Okay. I'm going to send a message to Boyden every 3 hours and just let him know an update about where we are.
And I'm also going to send a message to Rhea.
To who?
I thought her name was Rhea, the Feywild girl that came to like mediate with me. I think it was Rhea, wasn't it? That brought the amulet after I agreed to the Feywild to their terms.
I don't think that was her name, but
Oh, okay.
but what is happening? Okay. Yeah, it's Leia. L-E-A. Short for Lianshi. I had to make sure I didn't like change the name or something, because I stole it, and I was like, I suppose I could have changed it, but okay. So more typing. Okay. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. But she's also kind of special.
Yep. I'm not sure if it will work. I'm just curious. Also, they do still owe me a favor, but I'm not certain they can get here to help.
You mean a favor besides sending Osborne?
That totally does not count.
I don't know. I think a lot of people would be very happy to have the world's greatest adventurer with them. Well, I mean, because from Osborne's perspective, the only reason he's here is because he owes a favor to the Fae. Like, otherwise, he would have decided this was all a whole heap of bullshit weeks ago.
What does he owe a favor to them for?
They gave him some information he'd been looking for.
Okay. All right, so this is the message you get back from Leah. Child, you have never been safer and never been in more danger. As the outsiders close in, all ways are being closed. I may be able to guide you towards a way home, if you're interested. Please do your best to stay alive, dear.
Hey. I'll just respond back. I'm interested in a way home. What do I need to do?
So, will this be one of those favors still owed, or will you be increasing your debt?
Oh, fine. One last time. This will be.
You have a feeling that like she's got
I'm gonna
like a
wait.
temporary open line of communication to you
Oh, okay.
because she's awesome, because she's the Lianchi.
Uh-huh.
Like you feel an open line.
If it gets all of my friends out and me, it will be one of the favors still owed.
Okay.
Wait, what about Osborne?
Said all the people with me.
No, you said all your friends.
I'm just gonna take friendo. Just friendo and win.
There are two. While all of the ways are closed, the nexuses are a little trickier for us to close. They are still open. Where are you?
in the Shadowfell near the town of Moor. We're heading north to try and face Mandeth.
If that's convenient, there is a nexus there. There is also a nexus to the south in a haunted wood called the Black Forge. So if you're heading towards where Mandeth currently resides, that's probably the best. That's probably the best nexus to try to find at Redmont. It's a lone mountain surrounded by the swamp known as the Gallows. This is where Mandeth has made his home. And if you can find the nexus there, you can probably still get home.
Alright, we'll continue on. Thank you for the help. Stay safe.
You as well, my child. And then the line closes.
Man, feel cheated again. We were already going there.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try your call again.
Alright. So we're doing the right thing by going to Mandeth, I think.
I mean, she also did give you a second option that doesn't include Mandeth. I wouldn't say you were necessarily cheated. You didn't know that there'd be a nexus there either.
That I know.
Okay.
Wynn just wants to get everything he can out of his deal. So I do relay. There is potentially a way home near Mandeth or south in a place called Black Forge in the Haunted Wood.
So our options are Haunted Woods or Dragon Swamp.
Yep. But we do have business with Mandeth, but it's might be riskier. So,
Well, the devil you know, right?
Geography-wise, is south of here where the Sunforge was in our world.
Oh, man. Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah, and I'd say, I mean, I'm not going to make you give me an Arcana check or anything, because, like, yeah, I mean, you pretty much pegged it. But, you know, reflecting on that, Wynn realizes that, like, yeah, I mean, it was probably a nexus that you guys went through to get to the Summer Forge in the Feywild in Thane. So, yeah, that's probably, you know...
And is north of here where we faced him in our world as well?
No, that was actually much further south.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, the Dark Fen was where he was living before, and that is south of the Summer Forge.
Okay, I forgot it was that.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was north.
Yeah, like we could do this. Now, of course, this isn't exactly going to match up to the Shadowfell, but, you know, it touches on places here and there. So, so the Summer Forge was, like, here-ish. And then the...
I'm still on more.
Oh, it'd probably help if I move the ribbon, too, huh? There we go. Okay, so... Yeah, so you guys are here.
Okay, yeah.
And, yeah, the Summer Forge was, like, here-ish. And the Dark Fen was like down like there. So yeah, the Summer Forge is definitely to the south.
I look at everyone. Well,
Now, I mean,
Manda?
again, that's assuming that all the geography in the Shadowfell matches completely with the with the geography
Right.
back home, which, from anyone's understanding, anyone who's got any sort of Arcana knowledge, that's not quite the way it works. But it's, close enough for talking anyway.
Mandeth or Blackforge? Think we're kind of committed to Mandeth?
Well, we don't. What was it that the king said to you? We can't go everywhere, do everything.
Right. Just deal with what's in front of us.
What was in front of us before we got here was a civil war.
Well, he said specifically we need to pick, that it's our choice. Right now, I think we just deal with what we can.
How long until the solstice?
Back home, it's still like a couple of months and a couple of weeks away.
I think we need. I. I feel bad saying it, but I think we should focus on our plane first. And if we have a way to get back there, we should. It's not doing well.
Agree. So, we know Mandeth is relatively close. The Black Forge, we don't know. And that's the quickest way back home.
So we should go to the Black Forge. That's what I think.
The Black Forge might be further away.
But we know
would
that
we
the
have
Black
to
Forge
fight
is a way
Mandeth?
home.
We
Huh?
also know Mandeth. We also know by Mandeth is. There's a nexus at both points.
I don't know. He was really big. We barely made it out of there last time.
I think Sarwin's right that we should focus on helping the people we've already committed ourselves to right now in this moment, because we don't have a lot of time. And even though getting to the Black Forge is farther away, it means we can avoid fighting the dragon and his army. I think that'd be safer for. And I'll look at Frendo and Emma. Those two, at least.
How about
It seems to me like you guys are disagreeing with Win. And let me tell you, I ain't standing for that shit. I will hinder the fuck out of you.
why don't we try to go back into the town and get information on Black Forge to see if it is less of a risk? I mean, they're called woods, probably for a reason.
We should see if we can get some incense and then legend lore that Black Forge.
250 gold worth of incense.
So-
That's a lot.
We did seem to think that going towards Mandeth was a good idea.
Hmm.
Let me. I can do a quick question. I can ask Odin. And that doesn't cost any incense. I can cast augury. And I can ask about a specific course of action that we plan to take within the next 30 minutes. And it can let us know if it's going to be a good result, a bad result, or both good and bad. It's not super, like,
So
specific.
would the action be we go north, and he responds on that?
The action would be like we go for,
Or ask
Excuse
we go, because we can't say,
Yeah.
like, he won't get a response saying which way is better, right? It has to be a specific...
well, I could be like, I ask about, it only takes a minute. So I could ask, we go for Mandath, we go for the Black Forge, and see what the two responses are.
Okay.
Now, ordinarily, I mean, it's a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, I know, I'm
Right.
stretching it a little.
Yeah, you are.
Starting to walk south versus starting to walk north.
Because I don't have the incense for the divination
Sure.
spell. Because I used all of it up on my last legend door. So I do that. I will cast augury once, and I will say, we go after Mandath.
Okay, so what do you have for augury? Do you have like the
I've got bone runes.
bone runes? Okay. You get wheel and woe.
Yeah, okay. And then I do the Black Forge.
Okay.
I probably also get wheel and woe.
Yeah, you also get wheel and woe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they're the same options, which would you prefer?
Friendo pipes up a little bit. When I'm not trying to go against you, you know I would hinder the fuck out of anyone who does. But I mean, I've cast an augury or two in my time, and I mean, just because they both come up wheel and woe doesn't mean that there's like equal chances of wheel and woe. It's just unfortunately, it's a little limited spell. If only we had 250 gold pieces worth of incense, or
or 25 gold worth of incense, even.
But yeah, I just wanted to point out that it's not as cut and dried as that. Like, it doesn't mean they're both the same. It just means they're both good and bad. It
Listen,
doesn't give you levels.
Here's what I think. Here's what I think.
Okay.
I think.
Let me ask you this: if the Black Forge,
Friendo's like, she's broken. She's broken.
if the Black Forge is a month away going south, but Mandath is 70 miles north, which would you choose?
Are you asking Friendo?
I'm asking Sarah.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, because like Friendo looks downhearted actually now.
I appreciate your part in this conversation, friend. I give him a thumbs up.
You realize I'm probably going to die before we get home, right?
And that's why I think that the Black Forge might be better
I
in
think.
this situation.
I ain't cut
Yeah,
out
I
for
think
this
we
life.
I don't think we know that.
No, I think we find information. I don't think we need to keep arguing. We need to find out information about Blackforge.
Why
But if
why
it
don't we
is
start
the
heading?
Muggle-
Yeah, we'll start heading as if we'll start heading for the Black Forge.
Well, hold on. There's a town.
And-
We can ask people.
Would they know about it? Like, would anyone, if you just asked anyone?
I guess I just don't see why. Let's not keep just wondering. Let's try something.
Okay.
You already know the people.
Yeah, I know one in particular. I just need to find him again. Although he might not be the best option, but all right. So it's one. So I'm just trying to, because I'm sure you need to prep either way, Monda. So can we do a quick, like, maybe not RP it out, but just trying to sniff around for information about Blackforge?
Dude, because you guys constantly ask me what people's names are, I have 60 names for people in this town. Literally 60 names.
I'm going to ask 61 people what their names are.
That's okay. I'll just mix like some of these first and last names up.
Oh, are you related to so-and-so? Now, not only do you need names, you need all of the relations in town.
All right, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. So what's the idea? You guys are going to go into town and see if you can sniff out some information?
Yeah, specifically about Blackforge and like where it's at and why it's in the haunted woods and what makes it haunted.
Sure. Okay. Okay. All right. So you guys like head back into town. I'm guessing you're probably taking the road up here, like making your way to the road and then coming into town.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So as you start heading into town, yeah, you start coming across like people. You're crazy and possibly evil. Twisted guys, or like they're all about these twisted people, and there are also some normal people looking just like sad, dejected, and trying to avoid not only these crazier folk, but definitely trying to avoid you. You're strangers, so people are giving you a wide berth.
Mm-hmm.
This one guy who's kind of like squatting at the road by the gate. He sees you approaching and he's just like, yeah. So, what, you look like strangers. What brings you to town, strangers? You need a guide? You need a guide in town? What do you need? Do you need,
We're just passing through on our way to Blackforge.
Passing through on your way to Blackforge. Do you need to, do you need to rest your bones? I've got lovely boys and ladies that you might fancy.
No? Do you have maps?
No, what would I have a map for? Maps.
Did he seem to have any idea of what we
You're
were talking
definitely
about?
strangers.
That we're on our way to Black.
He didn't seem like surprised by the information, but I mean, he didn't necessarily seem like oh, Blackforge, eh? He was just like, I don't have any maps. No maps. Maybe you want to go to like maps.
Maybe. What about supplies? I mean, it's a long way to Blackforge.
If you'd like if you'd like some of my some of the handsome lads and ladies I have like inside to take with you. I mean, they'll keep you warm at night, and they'll also, they potentially. I suppose you could eat them if you run out of food. That's up to you completely. What you do with them once you've purchased them.
I'm.
Of course, it costs a
all-
bit more to take them with you than it would to just spend an hour or two.
I'm sort of
No.
edging
Yeah.
closer to Dax.
Thanks. We'll head in.
All right. Well, you know where I am. This is where I am. This is where I'll be when you come back. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
You guys hold on a moment, and I'm gonna kind of sneak around back to where I can see him within 60 feet,
Sure.
and I'm going to make my voice sound like my first friend that I met here,
Sure.
and start whispering, using message into his head.
Mm-hmm.
They're littering. They're all littering.
He kind of straightens up and he's just like, fucking Crane. Where the fuck are you, Crane? I told you to get away from here. I told you to get away from here. And he starts just like pounding like back and forth, like looking around wildly for like whoever like said that, assuming it's he's assuming it's Brent Crane.
Yep.
Talking about
I'll
littering.
just I'll change the voice to sound like Ares
Okay.
and say, "It's not Crane that's here, you dumbass."
Oh, he starts like looking up to the sky. He's just like, so it's my turn, huh? He just starts laughing like an ass, like out in the middle
I
of the
start
street.
laughing along with him in his head.
People are giving him a much wider berth.
Yep. All right, that's enough. I'll go back to everybody else.
Okay. All right, so walking into town. You like heading to like the center of town? Are you taking some of these side streets?
To the inn, probably.
Okay. When you get to the inn, on the corner over here, on one of these gallows poles, give me a perception check.
Oh no.
Like everyone, or just
Just win. Oh shit! So, as you're walking, there's like a fresh corpse hanging from a gallows pole, and as like a ill wind blows, and like it kind of like turns and twists, like creaking. It's the laundryman, the one who is like washing the clothes.
Oh.
And he's got a sign around him that says thief.
Oh shit.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up of me. What a mean DM I am.
That's good.
Wynn's not happy with this. He decides we need to be careful up here and not get anyone else killed. I look at Osborne.
Osborne looks back.
What?
Oh, we lost
Was
somebody.
that it? You just wanted to look.
What did Osborne say?
Was that it? You just wanted to look.
But not touch.
Don't steal anything. Yeah.
I don't steal things as a rule. And Osborne looks rather insulted by the accusation or the inference.
I just point at the sign on the dead body.
Well, I shall keep a close eye on my personal possessions while I'm in town.
Great.
Apparently, there are thieves about.
So inside the inn,
Yeah.
there are people drinking, talking. I mean, I wouldn't say they're any happier or less crazy here, but alcohol probably helps. There's a dog like having dreams or something in the corner. Oh, such a good girl. Some people are arguing, fighting. Some people, but it seems like a normal day at the Inn of Ash and Bone. There are a number of places where one could sit, a couple of empty tables, etc.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
Yeah,
You-
I'll just find a place to sit.
Okay,
Oh, hold
yeah.
on. Someone called me and I need to...
Sure. As you guys walk in and try to work your way towards a place to sit, like you are getting some odd looks from some of the people. Like, oh, look, strangers. Hooray.
How much does a drink cost here, Mondo?
Soul of an innocent, apparently.
It's a copper piece for a drink. What are you, strangers, ain't ya? Look at all the strangers come to town.
Estimated head count of the number of people in the tavern right now?
Oh, shit. Estimated head count.
Yeah, like Osmore's just looking around and is it like 50, 75, 100?
63.
63.
Yeah.
I will give the barkeep a gold piece and tell him I'm buying a round. For everyone.
Around for everyone. Hey, everyone! This maggot here's bought you all a pint of piss! And, like, a bunch of people cheer, and a bunch of people just look over in your direction. And, they start coming towards the bar to, quickly, finishing whatever drinks they had and whatever containers they had. Mason jars, steins, mugs. They're just, quickly polishing them off. And getting in line for him to, refill them. Thanks, mister!
I'll nod magnanimously at people.
Yeah. Most people are just, most people who are acknowledging your, your drink, they're just giving you a nod. Like this one old guy with, no teeth was the only one to actually say thanks, mister. But I'd say most of them are probably going to ignore you. They're
Yeah,
just
that's fair.
they're just they're just, they heard free pint of piss. It is about 2:30, and Gilmore does have to go for the night. So, I mean, we could kind of end things here and pick things back up at the inn, unless you guys want to continue without him for a little bit. Up to you.
No, we can stop right here. I'm fine with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Seems like a
dude,
good
I've been
Yeah, it seems
I've
like
been-
it does seem like a good place to stop.
I've been packing and stuff since 5:30 this morning, and
Yeah.
I'm good at stopping.
Okay. All right. So, anyone who's watching the stream, thank you very much for watching the stream, guys. Thank you so much for playing.
Thanks for
Thanks for-
hosting.
Thanks for running it, Mondo.
Oh, you're
Can't
very
believe you
welcome.
killed Boyden.
I didn't kill Boyden. He's still undetermined. He's Schrodinger's
Killed the
Boyden.
thief.
Boyden's dead.
It's a Schrodinger's Boyden.
Boyden's dead because Leilani got a little. Oh,
Don't open the box.
She didn't wake up somewhere. Boyden's dead.
Doesn't mean Boyden's dead. It means it was so. My die roll was like so close on like
3
Leilani.
times.
Well, that's a different story. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens there. But
He's dead.
it's like, you know, there's a 5% chance it doesn't get through, and I rolled a 5 on Leilani, and I was like, oh man, that's like,
That's funny.
that's rough. I was just like, I'll give a little nod to it, just so we know she's okay for now.
Or you didn't have to do that.
I know I didn't have to.
Could've made it
I felt
interesting.
bad. Yeah, I felt bad. Like me, for myself. I was just like, you know, she's one of my favorite NPCs. I needed to know. I needed to know she was okay.
I got you.
I think she is my favorite NPC. Like, Rowdowser's awesome and all, but, yeah, Leilani is dope. Especially after it turned out she was only, like, 15.
That was like the very first time you came up. I think you thought that she was like a lot older
I did.
than
Yeah.
the timeline that we had made.
Yeah,
That's
I
fine
did.
though.
Yeah, I thought she would be like, you know, like in her 20s or something. And you were like, she's like 15, and I'm just like, yeah, she's like a 15-year-old pirate captain.
There you go.
Which makes her
Elizabeth
story
Swan can eat her
doper.
heart out.
Yeah. But, hopefully at Orphans and Owlbears tomorrow night. We'll have to see how everybody's doing. And then hopefully Asylum Tuesday. All of my games have a hopefully attached to them this week, except for Legends of the Borderlands, which has just had its 11th episode without missing one. So
Nice.
yeah, I gotta say, that's been pretty consistent. But yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks. That'll be May something. Like early May, like May 5th. That might be wrong. I should probably get like a physical calendar so I can quickly look at it.
May the 8th.
May 8th, okay. So we'll be back
No.
May 8th with this?
That's
No?
a lie.
No? That's a lie.
May.
Like May the 10th.
No.
May the 9th.
May the 9th.
Yeah, May 9th.
May 9th.
So we will be
May
back.
10th for me, so it's May 9th for you guys.
Gotcha. So we will be back May 9th, and we'll talk to these people in this inn, see if we can get some information, and see where we're going to go from there. I guess I'm kind of glad that like I got rid of most of the skeletons. I suppose I could have just beefed them up somehow.
We were pretty committed to exploring that entire place.
You were.
Just in case
You were. And
there
I'm glad,
was another way back.
I am glad I had a map, but yeah. Like I was like, they're not going to go downstairs. Just make the map in case they do. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to end the stream here. I'll talk to you guys for like another minute or two like afterwards, but I'm going to end the stream. So thanks again, everybody, for watching. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
See y'all.
Catch you on a flip flop.